As the title says, in today's video, we're going over the best gaming mice for every price range, starting with only $30 all the way to $200. Anything above that price range is basically a gimmick or something that a whopping total of 20 people will take advantage of. So without wasting any more of your precious time, let's get right into the video. Starting with $30, obviously I couldn't use websites like Amazon, as everything at that price range is total dog shit. So I went to AliExpress, which, if you haven't seen my channel, actually sells very good affordable gaming mice. After digging around, I found two gaming mice that are actually very good, that being the VXCR1 Pro and the Aegis AJ179 Pro. In this price range, I tried to find gaming mice that you could actually use in competitive gaming without feeling like you're losing because of your mouse. And I think that mice hits the spot. The VXCR1 Pro is a mouse that has actually been talked about on YouTube a lot and has proven to be one of the best ultra budget mice on the market. It has a 30-30-95 sensor, 48 gram weight and 4K polling, all for only $30. The shape is very similar to the Pulsar X2 series and is a shape that I would say is mass appealing, while the Aegis AJ179 Pro actually comes under the price range at only $25 and also includes 30-30-95. The mouse shape is most similar to the Lamzuforn and is an ergo mouse. The weight is around 58 grams and even comes with magnetic charging dock for only $2 more. Overall, both of these mice are a great pickup, especially if you're on a tight budget but need something that will perform just as good as more expensive mice. Moving on, we got the $60 price range. At this price range you can find many good mice, but I have decided to just pick two: the IPI Float and the DeathAdder V3 Wire. The IPI Float costs just $50 and has 8K polling, 30-30-95 sensor, weighs just 42 grams, has Omron switches and has a carbon composite material. Now, the carbon material is not the same as the one you find in Final Mouse. It is more like plastic mixed with a bit of carbon. But what do you expect from a mouse that costs probably just as much as a McDonald's Happy Meal? I've been using this mouse for over 2 months already and I haven't found any QC or performance issue with it. I cannot stress enough how good this mouse is, especially considering the price. I also picked the DeathAdder V3 Wired because it is probably the best value for money proposition from Razer right now. You can find this mouse easily for under $60, and for that price, you're getting a mouse with one of the best sensors out there, an ultra low latency at just 0.2 milliseconds late, some of the best stock PTFE skates, as well as an 8K polling, and one of my favorite ergo shapes out there. This mouse stood the test of time as it has been out for almost 3 years and I still recommend buying it to this day. The only minus about this mouse is the fact that you have to deal with the cable, but you have a good mouse bungee, it is not that bad. Increasing our price once again to $100, I got the OP1 8K V2 and the Skyrox V6. Both of these mice have incredible value. The OP1 8K V2 is $90 and is the best performing mouse in the whole world. The click delay is only 70 microseconds, not milliseconds, microseconds. Yes, we're this deep into this shit that we're measuring the delay in microseconds. Besides this, the mouse has 3950 50 gram weight Kali GX switches. Endgame Gear also has some of the best quality when it comes to gaming mice, and in general their products feel very premium in the hand. The shape of this mouse is suited for claw grip and is on the smaller side. I personally had the V1 version of the mouse and it felt very good to use, so I definitely recommend buying the OP1 8K V2. The second recommendation is the Skyrox V6. The Skyrox V6 costs just $70, and for that price, you're getting an 8K polling wireless mouse that weighs only 40 grams, has the 3950 and has a holeless design. The mouse feels very premium, as if you bought something from Razer or Pulsar. The mouse shape is similar to Viper Mini. At $100, these mice are basically perfect and I fully recommend checking them out. For $150, I've decided to pick the Viper V3 Pro. The Viper V3 Pro is currently the best gaming mouse you can buy for pro play. It is a large symmetrical mouse suited for claw and palm grip. The mouse weighs only 54 grams, has V3 optical switches and offers the best sensor in the market, the Razer Focus Pro 35K Gen 2. And I don't know what else needs to be said about this mouse besides that it is the best of the best when it comes to performance, shape and battery. The second mouse I recommend is the WL Mouse Beast X Max. The reason I picked this mouse is basically it is made out of magnesium. The mouse is small and symmetrical, and for $145 getting a mouse that is made with magnesium is very rare. The mouse also uses the 3950 and Omron optical switches, so you're not cheaping out on the performance when getting this mouse. If you want a mouse that will definitely turn heads, I 100% recommend giving this mouse a shot. Finally, reaching the $200 price point, it was pretty hard to find a gaming mouse that cost this much, but I've decided to pick the Final Mouse ULXC and all their other models under the same name. I know Final Mouse is seen as a very polarizing brand with a lot of lovers and a lot of haters. Personally, I do think they're overpriced, but the Final Mouse isn't making mice that are supposed to be fairly priced. They make mice more for people who like to collect stuff and like to have limited edition stuff. They capitalize on their brand's aura because we all know aura has compound interest, and they have limited stock to make people think they're not just buying a gaming mouse, they're buying the lifestyle that comes with it. But back to the topic, the mouse is very good. It has ultra low weight, ultra low latency, and the mouse uses full carbon fiber composite material, where weighing only 35 grams. I personally haven't used this mouse, but what I heard from people, the mouse feels ultra light while not compromising on the shell quality. Personally, I would not spend this much on a mouse unless I'm Jeff Bezos, but I guess that is another reason why you should subscribe to this channel, so maybe I can buy a Final Mouse and flex on the peasants who use cheap plastic mice. Anyway, thank you all for watching, make sure you like and subscribe, and have a good day.